Welcome to the Quirkless podcast. Deku hates black people. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Thank you for listening to the Quirkless
Yeah, that's all you need to
podcast.
know, to be honest. Asta's a better protagonist, let's be honest.
Anyway, a lot's happened these past few chapters,
Yeah, it's been a League of Villains arc recently.
which
And
I think is great.
yeah, it's super good because fucking they were all non-characters before. Okay, not non-characters, but like, I mean, they didn't.
Shigaraki was kind of like, I don't know. Well, I mean, he doesn't have any like motivation now, but we know a little bit more about him, other than All For One just picked him up one day. And his hands are something to do related with his family, which is like hinted at, but not really like explained.
Yeah, it's we know more, and it's gonna feed more into the story, and that's good. And we got. I originally thought that Deku was gonna somehow fight the fucking the Liberation Front, but clearly that's not what's going on. These guys are specifically meant to be a villain for the League of Villains, which is almost ironic, in a way.
Actually, speaking about that, okay, because I originally thought this was going to be a three-way fight. So League of Villains versus Detran versus Deku and the gang. But do you think this is going to be an exclusive League of Villains arc in which way we follow them and it's just them versus Detran?
I think that's likely. To be honest,
Yeah.
I don't really see anywhere where Deku and the others could come in. It's so far, but like. Maybe we'll see something in the future that hints towards it, but I feel like this is exclusively going to be an arc to build up the League of Villains, so that maybe I don't know, something like a Prison Break arc, maybe, perhaps, possibly, perhaps, maybe that could possibly happen after they're built up and strong enough.
I mean, the only thing I could think of which would get the main squad involved would be if the fact that God, I don't know what the Deterrent main guy is, but he's the hero. Fucking shit, I can't speak today.
Yeah.
Hero accessories guy. So unless his equipment has some, so we started the arc originally with Bakugo and Shoto flying a guy who used one of Deterrent's equipment. So I assumed that the heroes are going to follow that lead eventually to Deterrent.
That was in present day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And this is all taking place like currently where we are. It's all taking place in the past. Does that mean like it confirms that the League of Villains at least partially gets defeated because Destro's still working? Isn't that right?
Wait. When exactly? Oh, God's sake! I'd have to go over the chapters again, but is like the most recent chapter in which where Deterrent calls Shigaraki. Is that in the present, or is that still 3 months prior to the Endeavor versus Dabbing?
I think I've read the leak chapter, and I think it confirms that that it takes place during the whole Endeavor fucking Hawks incident. So
yeah, because Dabby says he's gonna go dip because he has a new member, and Shigaraki's like, okay, yeah. So with the new member to the League of Villains that they're talking about is obviously Hawks.
Obviously,
nice,
maybe.
Well, obviously it's not like a member, but Dabby says he's found someone he potentially sees, and the only person we know Dabby has had contact with at that point in time would have been Hawks, because it's not like Hawks and Dabby just met up on the same day that the Endeavor High and Nomi fight was going to happen. They obviously had to plan that stuff at least maybe like a week beforehand, and that's not even talking about coming into contact. So they would have to been in contact for quite a bit before Dabby even assumed he was like a good candidate.
Yeah, And of course, he's a double agent, so he needs to get in there. I guess that's what they're hinting at. He's a double agent, meaning he'll end up working for the government, the big government inside of the League of Villains. I think that's what it was. I don't honestly remember.
I think because we've had a lot of chapters, so what's happened is we started with a League of Villains, basic rundown with Spinner, a little bit more background. They beat up a shit ton of fucking quirk racists, I guess. People who just hate mutation quirks.
Yeah.
We find out the League of Villains is fucking broke. And that they fucking don't know what they're doing. And then fucking Gigantomachina, which thank fuck, that fucking plot line came back. Because we've been questioning that for quite a while now. We find out that Gigantomachina that event had been happening during the Hawks Endeavor against the high-end Nomu fight. Which I mean, it is nice. It's not like... I was about to say Rocky. When it comes to mangaka and forgetting things, I just immediately go to Rocky for some reason. It's not like Horikoshi just completely dropped that plot point. So it's nice for it to be revisited. It's just a lot of loose ends are being tied up, I think.
Yeah.
We find out who Uchiko is, which happens to be the Doctor from Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, to me, it doesn't feel like a huge twist, but that's only because...
Yeah, it was basically confirmed within the community for the longest time, it feels like. So it's like, it's not a huge surprise.
I think that the fact that the Doctor was related to the child that had the winged quirk, and that Horikoshi effectively confirmed that the winged Nomu at the during the Stain fight was that kid. It kind of confirmed, okay, this Doctor has something shady going on. Otherwise, why would that information be out there?
Yeah. He always did give off a shady vibe. So I see why people... Also, I don't remember which chapter it was in, but he has like a fucking Nomu dog that's like that uses for the like oil slick teleportation quirk. And there's something really funny about that to me. It's just like ugly little fucking dog.
Okay, so now that we know that the Doctor from Chapter 1 is Uchiko, do you remember ages ago when we were first when the first High Nomu was introduced? This Doctor is a child Doctor.
Yeah.
He's definitely using some fucking preschool children's quirks.
Oh yeah, yeah. We said that. We did really say that. Damn, I called this. I'm a god. I did it. Only me.
So obviously that's happening, which is, by the way, fucked. But we got pro child beater Endeavor on the case. So
yeah.
I think
that just adds such a great layer to that fight.
I think Hero Society is safe for now.
Yeah, if there's anyone who can beat children to submission, it's him. Well, clearly Todoroki didn't submit, but well, that's one thing.
This joke has met its course.
I don't think so. I think we're gonna be saying this for a long ass time.
Speaking about kids and scarring them, we do actually find out what Shigaraki's backstory was, and I don't know, I really did enjoy how it was presented. How Shigaraki has essentially just repressed the memory down.
Yeah.
To like the point, but when it's like it's brought up, he just fucking vomits on the fucking ground, just freaks out. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just a fucking sadist. But I was like, that's really fucked up. I really like this scene.
Yeah, it was a good fucking scene. I like, it's really well done. I like that he killed the dog. That just adds to it.
And his sister. I don't know, I think...
Who gives a fuck about the sister? He killed the dog.
It is fucked up, but I feel like the way Horikoshi drew that scene, like, it really did convey the emotion I think he was trying to get at. Which is just, like, this... I don't know. I don't know if that backstory really is like makes Shigaraki better. Like, it makes him a more interesting character because we now know shit about him. But like, he just seems to want to destroy and kill everything that breathes. I mean, okay, edgy, but I don't think it's really given him. I don't think it's the right motivation, really.
Yeah. I think half of it will be that, and then half of it will just be all for one brainwashed it into him, because that's likely. He just like he leaned heavy on his like disdain for the people who didn't help him, and then he just used it to further push his own agenda onto him.
But I mean, he does care for his teammates. Like, he specifically, when Toga's just like, hey, does that mean you're going to kill us too, and the things we like? And he's like, no, you guys are my friends, so I'm going to keep you guys around.
I hesitate to say he super cares for them, considering some stuff that happened in leak chapter, but yeah. Not anything big, but there was sort of a dick move in there, where he was kind of like, alright, okay, well, fuck you, but alright.
Another thing that happened is this might feel like a lot of recap, but I'm just like going over like key events that pop up in my mind. But we finally figure out what the fuck Gillen's been doing, and boy,
he got fucked up.
He got fucked. I do like the fact that he didn't sell them out though. Like, I don't know, because we didn't have that much information on Gillen, but the fact that he's just so like dedicated to his job that he deletes all the files and he doesn't like sell them out, despite the fact they chopped off like all of his fingers.
Yeah. He's fucking low-key the GOAT. Cause he's great. He held out and he's really fucking loyal. And actually the best League of Villains member. I don't care what anybody else has to say.
Next to... Actually, no. Speaking about Kurogiri, where the fuck is he? Did Gran Torino like lock him up in a cell or whatever? I forget if that was like because Gigantomachina is there. Ujiko is around, but fucking Kurogiri's just nowhere to be seen. And it's not like we're even told. It's not like Gigantomachina is just like, oh yeah, Kurogiri was weak. He got captured by Gran Torino. It's just like, oh, fucking, okay, Shigaraki. It's not like Kurogiri was your babysitter or something.
I mean, wasn't he, though?
Ask where he is. I mean, Kurogiri was essentially like the cool uncle in...
He was like a butler.
I guess he just like put up with Tomura's like tantrums.
Yeah. And he was a good guy.
I mean, I want to see him back, but I don't know. I wonder if he's like essentially redundant now that Ujiko has that is it that teleportation esque quirk?
Wait, which huh?
The you know how Ujiko can just teleport people with the black slime.
Yeah.
So I wonder if like Kurgo is like redundant now to the story.
That'd be real fucked up if he got him out of prison, and they're like, "Well, you're redundant now," and he just fucking kills him. Sorry, shit's falling apart here. I need a fucking.
At Quirkless Podcast HQ, everything's
on fire. Give me a sec. Yeah, it'd be kind of fucked up if they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna kill you because you're redundant now. Or they just try to take his quirk and give it to fucking they're just gonna take his quirk and give it to like Shigaraki, and that's how he becomes all for one. Boom. I just wrote your plot for you. Thanks, Horikoshi. You're welcome.
Another thing that was brought up is obviously the league is going to have access to quirk killer bullets,
Yeah.
which I don't think Horikoshi actually has like the guts to give the League of Villain quirk killer bullets and actually have them like have their
Use
effect
them.
be permanent. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's
that
like,
begs the question: who's on the chopping block?
I, I don't know. I don't think he would actually have anyone from class 1A take a bullet. I mean, there's a chance. What if like Bakugo gets shot and then like he has to truly like let Deku be the hero or something? Like it's like, oh, Deku gained his quirk. Like it's kind of how do I say it? Like Deku was quirkless and Bakugo had all the cool quirks.
Yeah.
But now Bakugo is quirkless and has to deal with that. So he's practically put into Deku's shoes at the beginning of the series.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And
I don't
he's
think...
racist now. He catches Deku's racism.
I don't know. Possibly at the end of the series, I could see people losing their quirks because at that point, like, there's no stakes. And not as stakes like obviously there'd be stakes if people are losing their quirks left and right. But if it's at the end of the series, like, it's not like you're gonna want to use that character unless My Hero Academia goes on to like My Hero.
Yeah, which it should.
I don't know. Like either the quirk killer bullets are gonna be super OP, but they won't be used because Horikoshi could write himself into a corner, or the quirk killer bullets won't be OP, and they'll only be temporary nullification. At which point, what's even the fucking point? And it's kind of it would be like that plot point just doesn't matter anymore.
Quirk color bullets? Yeah, I mean, I mean, yeah, we'll just have to see how Horikoshi treats Mirio from here on out, because that'll tell us how he'll deal with the other characters who get hit. Like, maybe there's some way for them to get their fucking quirks back through hard work and determination.
I mean, I just wouldn't. Like, there's a part of me which is like, I do want to see Mirio's like return and get his quirk back, do all this cool shit. But to me, that also just lessens like the impact that a quirk killer bullet has. It's kind of like in Dragon Ball. It doesn't matter if people die because you can just wish them back immediately.
Yeah, I always wondered, like, when are they gonna like use that as a plot point? Like, because clearly, whatever being that controls death in that universe must be pretty pissed. Wasn't it like the big demon guy at the mahogany table?
Yeah, I think so. I never really. Okay, if fucking, I doubt anyone's actually like read or watched Dragon Ball, but I never read or watched Dragon Ball. I think in GT, which I know isn't canon, the plot is that the dragon does get super pissed, and they can't wish people back because the Dragon Balls get corrupted or something. Don't quote me on that.
He
I'm
says,
not a
"Man,
Dragon
fuck all
Ball
this bullshit."
aficionado.
Yeah, I wonder. That's probably why, because GT did it and nobody cares. I don't have any beef against GT, so.
What else happened? Okay, I'm really liking Deterrant. Just
Oh yeah.
the whole idea of like this secret, just the scene where he's kind of like small liberation army. What, you don't treat me like a joke, and it just cuts to like, people all around Japan being secret Deterrant members, and the girl from Shueisha is
Hot. Yeah, she's hot.
yeah. I want to know what her quirk is.
She got Tokyo Ghoul eyes, trying to smash. To be honest.
She reminds me of like an evil Mirko.
Yeah, she's literally Mirko without the ears.
And I'm chill.
Design wise, but I mean, design's the most
I just love the idea of a representative from Shueisha being a bad guy in My Hero.
I wonder if this is social commentary or thing. Probably not.
Now,
I'm not get too deep
I'm
into
saying, I'm just interested in it. I've also there was this like huge Twitter thread. I never read through it. Where it was like links from My Hero, and I think from what I skimmed it like very hard. As in, I skimmed it, I mean I saw a few pictures, and I'm putting links in my head now.
Yeah.
People were thinking that it was like Deteran were the people who made Nezu or something like that,
Oh, that's interesting.
because they had the little rat thing. Well, I was about to say Castro. No, it's not Castro. It's Destro. There we go.
Yeah.
Destro has the little rat thing on him,
Yeah.
and also I think they mentioned something that they were experimenting on animals or something.
That could be interesting.
And,
I'd love to see Azu backstory.
I mean, I would find that Twitter thread and actually read it to see what it said, but I think that was one of the points they brought up. I saw it because Meti was bitching about it, because it's like, if you're gonna do something like this, please, for the love of God, use official scans.
Oh yeah. Yeah, friend of the podcast, Medi. Except I don't think we're friends anymore because I dislike his opinions. I'll throw hands. I don't care. I do care a little bit.
Nah, Meti is cool.
Yeah,
He made a new video on Jira, and I think it's good.
Oh, is that out yet? I should go watch that.
Yeah, it came out a few minutes ago from recording this podcast. I watched it before we started recording.
That's cool. I was watching a video on music shit.
On music shit.
And tweeting at Orphe to stop retweeting porn.
Yeah, okay, Orphe, if you listen to this, stop retweeting porn for the love of
It's
God.
specifically Riley Reid. Don't retweet Riley Reid, guys. Oh, now he's thirsting over Lana Del Rey. All right. I'll give you guys the play-by-play.
What else has happened these past few chapters? I think that's really it for the events that have happened.
Yeah.
I think another interesting thing that was brought up was like if Shigaraki's ideals really match with Stain's. And I do think that's gonna, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of Spinner still being with Shigaraki, despite the fact Shigaraki's ideals have literally nothing to do with Stain.
Yeah, it's kind of odd that they sort of built themselves on the back of Stain when Shigaraki literally hated Stain. Like, he was like, fuck all this bullshit.
I mean, Spinner literally saw Shigaraki talk about just wanting to destroy everything, which is the exact fucking, well, it's not the exact fucking opposite of what Stain stood for, but Stain stood for true heroism and wanting to save people for the sake of saving people and not for a paycheck.
Yeah.
He didn't fucking care. Like, I guess if you really want to stretch, you could say that he wanted to dismantle the current hero society, but I mean, even then, well, that's not really a stretch. He does want to dismantle hero society, but it was more reshape it and make it so it was like true heroism again. And the only argument I could see for Spinner staying is if by being part of the League of Villains, they could bring back that heroism back in Deku, considering Stain saw potential in Deku, and he's also the next user of One for All.
Yeah, that would definitely be
that's
conflict
that's
of
a
interest.
stretch, and they'd have to have like some sort of outside information. Well, they know Stain liked Deku and saw potential in him, but they don't really know that he's the successor to All Might.
I could really see Toga, Spinner, and Twice splitting off from the main group, because I don't think they really share the same ideals as everyone else. Plus, they've all taken like a special interest in Deku, except for Twice. But Twice very clearly wants to fuck Toga, so I mean,
Toga is a confusing character. I don't get her.
That's a weird way of saying a bad character, but all right.
No, I just don't get her. She just seems to be like this creepy fucking girl who has an obsession with Deku and now Uraraka for some fucking reason, and I'm just like, fuck, like why? I don't get why any of the people are like part of the League of Villains, especially Spinner. What the fuck are you doing, Spinner? You obviously don't. Are you just here because these are the people that accept you? Because Jesus fucking Christ, these people don't agree with Stain, not in the slightest. The fucking red flags have been there since the fucking raid on the fucking campsite, it's obvious these people don't agree with staying.
Yeah, it's kind of
Why
like
you
when
fucking with
lonely
them?
dudes accidentally join incel groups. It's like, guy, you gotta realize these guys aren't very good. You need to go. All right.
It's
Don't be an incel. Don't don't be Spinner. Don't be an incel. Spinner's not an incel though. He respects women.
it's just it really is confusing. I'm sure Horikoshi, or at least I hope Horikoshi actually well, he's kind of been hinting at it, considering the recent chapter. Spinner was just like, okay, yeah, but these guys obviously don't agree with staying. I don't know. I think people who are definite League of Villains mainstays are possibly Dabby and Mr. Compress. But that's only because they seem to just care about wanting to cause chaos,
Yeah.
not necessarily out of. I mean, Dabby just seems to do whatever the fuck he wants. So you could argue whether or not he really would stay a member of the League of Villains. There's a chance he might just go off and do whatever the fuck he wants.
I feel like if we do end up getting a Prison Break arc, which we like to bring up a lot, that could be a great opportunity to switch up the roster for the League of Villains, because if Toga twice and Spinner left and I don't know, went to the side of good, or were vigilantes like Koichi and Knuckle Duster and Pop Step, then that would be kind of cool, because they would be more in a gray area than they currently are, where they're in a sort of dark area. And that would be really interesting from a character standpoint, because these characters clearly have very desires that conflict with the rest of society, but I don't think they necessarily belong on the pure outskirts, like Dabby, who is literally a psychopath, or Mr. Compress, who has put a teenage boy in his mouth. And clearly Shigaraki wants to destroy society, because we live in a society.
The only real link I get from the League of Villains is that it's just a group of misfits that don't fit in with society. But that's about it, and it's really, I don't know.
Like the
It's
Breakfast
annoying.
Club, but murder.
I think another reason for why I kind of really want the Prison Break arc is that I just want it would just be nice to see Stain again, because then we can come full circle and we can, I don't know, potentially fucking get the people who actually side with Stain to be with Stain and not with the League of Villains.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's such a small complaint, and Horikoshi's getting to it. It's just Horikoshi takes his time when it comes to things like this.
It takes his sweet ass time. Fucking.
I mean, no, I feel like it's worth it when he builds up the stuff.
No,
I mean,
I'm impatient.
My Hero's not the fastest manga, but when things finally come together, it's even if people have already put it together by the time it gets there, it's kind of just satisfying.
Yeah,
that,
but
fan theory.
I mean, but there's proof that Horikoshi can do more with less, because the Endeavor arc literally had no setup whatsoever, and it's widely considered one of the best arcs. So I feel like he could do better with his moment-to-moment storytelling and his chapter-to-chapter stuff. But yeah, it is about the built-up story over time, and that's what I'm here for. But it's I would like more, which is completely selfish of me, and I shouldn't expect that, because fucking Shonen Jump is a cutthroat business where you are worked to death. But I'm entitled, so give me manga.
I mean, yeah.
Yummy, yeah.
Yeah, My Hero's kind of cool, I kind of enjoy it. But not really. I don't want people getting mad at me on Twitter because I enjoy My Hero too much.
My Hero? Fucking more like My Shmiro, am I right, guys?
Fucking my Twitter on My Hero is two different fucking camps of ew, My Hero is popular, and My Hero is the most bashed series on this entire fucking website. You people.
You know what? As much as My Hero gets hate, I think Black Clover still gets more hate. And the Black Clover hate, completely unjustified. That series is amazing. It may not be I know it's saying this on a My Hero podcast. Bad idea. But fucking Black Clover just slaps, like unironically.
I've heard mixed opinions. I either hear it's really good, or it's absolute fucking trash.
Anyone who says it's absolute trash is an idiot. So
Oh,
I mean, they're wrong. Like, yeah, it's not like it's really fucking fast paced and it's just fun. That's like the comedy's great, the characters have great chemistry, and it's just fun. And the art's really good too. And the color pages, the last color page, epic, very epic. Speaking of which, fucking Jujutsu Kaisen gets a cover page next week, which is great.
How many chapters is Jujutsu Kaisen at right now?
Fucking 54, I think.
54.
We currently just finished a baseball arc. It was one chapter long, but it was a baseball arc nonetheless.
Okay, what the fuck is Jujutsu Kaisen?
It's the greatest series to ever come out of Shonen Jump.
Okay, because like, fucking, I'll get to it one day. It's on my fucking list. I've just been binging anime to fill the void, honestly.
Yeah. No more.
Maybe I should use manga to fill the void instead of just binging anime, which is like trash.
Yeah, anime bad. Manga good. Peaceful.
I mean, one thing which I do enjoy about manga is that you can just get through manga just so much quicker than anime. Like, anime is good because like it gets you into it. Like, music is good, animation is good, but a lot of the time the anime will just be no movement, two characters standing still talking to each other, and then occasionally there'll be a super really cool like fight scene, and then you'll be like, yeah, this is cool. Yeah. But if you I don't know, I think manga can be better than anime, but I think the animes often have their like charm. I think just being able to read the manga and then watch the anime is good, because you can read the manga and get all the content, and then you can watch the anime for the cool animated parts of it, and then it's the best of both worlds.
I'm thinking about watching Whole Cake Island in the anime because I heard it was good, and I really just want to watch it because I like Whole Cake Island a lot, and I think it's the best One Piece arc. Fight me.
Fucking, I don't care. I still think Impel Down is the best One Piece arc. I don't give a shit.
That's cool. You're wrong, but this Whole Cake is real and it exists, and it got a lot of shit, but it's good and it's great and I love it. And Sanji's the best One Piece character.
Is there anything else you want to say about these chapters?
Yeah. Zoro fucking sucks. Wait, that's not about this chapter. Never mind. No, I don't actually think that before Zoro people fucking get on my ass.
Oh wait, Zoro? No, I like Zoro. Zoro's cool.
Zoro's cool. I just don't like him that much, as much as Sanji. And being a person who loves Sanji, I have to. I'm designated to hate Zoro because, just be like that.
I like all the Straw Hats, really. It's really hard for me to pick a favourite, just because they're like a unit.
Yeah.
Like, they work together as a unit.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. I really enjoy Zoro as a character just because he's just super strong.
He has a lot of fun gags. I like his gags a lot.
Anyway, I don't really have anything else to say about this chapter.
Yeah.
Chapters. I really enjoy where the series is going right now.
Yeah,
it'll be if this is an entire League of Villains arc. You know what? Sure, it would nice to get some more characterization.
Yeah, we're already like moving closer to fully fledged characters for our villains. We haven't really seen in a bit.
Chapter 2. I don't actually care that we're at chapter 200 and we're just getting this. Like, again, my hero goes slow, but Horikoshi likes to take his time, and I don't think the pacing is horrible or anything.
Yeah,
there's just a lot of characters.
The training arc was completely unnecessary still, but I in hindsight, it's a lot better.
I think that I think that arc was just plagued with a lot of like bad timing stuff. Like, page counts were dwindling. There were like breaks in between.
Yeah.
And we had just come off what is arguably what was arguably the best arc of last year.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I haven't reread all those chapters. I'm sure if I like went back, I'd be like, oh, this is really cool. I mean, it's not like all the fights were trash. I don't think any of the fights were trash actually. I really enjoyed the Bakugo fight, but I don't know. It's just nice to see like a change of pace, so we're not stuck with class 1A.
Yeah. Well,
Well, that's it really. Is there anything you want to show, Zach?
yes, of course. Jujutsu Kaisen. It's only 54 chapters. Go read it right now. Chainsaw Man too. Go read Chainsaw Man. It's good as well. And I don't think there's any other new series I want to shout out. Well, new series. Samurai 8 comes out this month, and that's gonna be good. Probably, hopefully. And Bleach. Bleach is good. Go read Bleach or don't. I don't care.
I don't have anything to show. I've been busy with college and
Chill
work.
Bleach. It's good. Or don't. I don't
Fine.
care.
I'm gonna chill some British bleach brand. Fuck.
Oh yeah, we're gonna chill. What's the guy's name? What was the one Bleach fan who kept saying it was coming back with no proof? Fuck that guy. We're starting drama with him. All right.
I don't know who you're talking. I don't read the usernames on Twitter.
Fucking well, whatever. You know what? On my behalf.
Okay. Thank you for listening, and if you enjoy the episodes, feel free to share them and tell us your thoughts in the chat below. Bye.
Okay. Yeah.